Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am EvertB42. Today I plan on starting a Terraria Let's Play series. Um, so might as well get started. I took the liberty of creating a character right off the bat for us. Nothing too fancy, but just for anybody who has never played Terraria before, just give you a quick show through. Character creation's fairly simple. You select, starting with hair, you select the hair you want. You can customize color, stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward. And do the same. Then you have you can be male or female. It's your choice. Then there's also 3 character modes. There's softcore, medium core, and hardcore. Softcore, you only drop money when you die. Medium core, you will drop items. And hardcore, your character's gone. I plan in the future on attempting a hardcore, and I will record it and post it to YouTube, but that's for another time. So, the character I created right now is just softcore, and I think that's how we'll do things for now. So, create a small world, name it YouTube. Okay. So once it finishes generating, I'll chop that out in the after video. Okay. So when you spawn with 3 simple items in your inventory. You have a copper short sword, and I got legendary. That's pretty lucky. That legendary is a very rare item to get, so you walked out there. But you can change what you have, what your guess you can say prefix for it later on when you get a specific NPC called the Goblin Tinkerer, but that's quite a ways from here. So you start with the copper short sword, copper pick, and copper axe. So first things first, I'm just gonna, these are slimes. That character there, Luke, apparently, he is your guide. When you first start, if you're not sure how to do things, you can go talk to him. He'll give you hints, tricks, tell you how you get certain characters, basic stuff like that. So first things you want to do is collect some wood and build a shelter, much like Minecraft. I mean, this game is pretty much Minecraft on a flat version of Minecraft, I guess you could say. So there we go. Let's get a small, simple little shelter started. Nothing too fancy. Now, and when you start the game, your default button to open up your inventory will be escape. I have mine set to tab just because it's easier to switch between buttons. First thing you'll want to do is create a workbench. Workbench is very important. You can create pretty much anything you need. I mean, of course, later on, you need a forge, anvil, etc, etc, etc. But for now, you just need to start with that just so you can get the basic items down. So, for example, what I'm doing now, just a wall, just to make my house look fairly decent. And we'll throw a couple doors down too, so we can get it out of this place. Okay, there we go. So, that's that. It's pretty straightforward. not much. Later on, you can get a bed and set your spawn point, but I don't think that'll be too much trouble since this is practically on top of my spawn point. Right here we have some iron, which is pretty convenient. So I'll just pick that up since we'll definitely be wanting that later on for better equipment and the such. Okay. Now, I guess I'll just explore, show you the world. Worlds are all randomly generated, so no matter what you do, you'll never get two worlds that are exactly alike, which I guess is a good thing. Always get something, a new experience. So what we have here are jars. You break them. It's items inside, ranging from just coins, potions, sometimes arrows, health, as that one just had. Okay, I can't really get up there, so that might be a problem you might have when you first start. Is whoops, I didn't mean to kill that rabbit. Is traveling, because I mean your movements are fairly restricted at start, so you won't be able to have too much ease while exploring. I mean, of course that will change later on, but to start it can be slightly frustrating, especially if you're used to having high-end equipment when you play it before. But okay, so let's just explore a little, see if there's anything handy around that we could use. Oh, there we go. Chest, that's always good. Let's see if we can make that jump. There we go. Sweet. A spear. I'll replace my sword. Some shurikens and some cash. Spear's another form of a weapon. There's several different variations of the spear. This is just a plain, simple spear. It does nothing more than attack. Okay. Oh, we have some torches already. When you hold a torch, it'll automatically shine a light around you, which is pretty useful, so you can just hold it and be able to see where you're going. You can also place them, whatever you need to do. That's pretty powerful knockback, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so since I can't really go anywhere else easily, I'll just go back to base and start creating a mine so I can show you, or actually, let's get a forge going first. To create a forge, I think you need something like 10 stone, just normal. Unlike games like Minecraft, when you mine stone, you get stone, not cobblestone or stuff like that, which is pretty useful. When you start mining stuff like gold and iron, you get ores, fairly similar to how Minecraft works, but at the same time pretty different. So to create a forge, here we are, or furnace I guess, 20 stone, 4 wood, and 3 torches. Just for future reference, when you go to create an item, it won't show up in your inventory if you don't have the proper items to make it. So usually if there's something you know that you want to make, or what, you'll have to look up what's needed online, which I suppose can be kind of frustrating at times. But, well, it's not too much of a problem, I think. So, okay, over here I'll start a little mine, start going down below ground. Okay, now since I don't really have anything good to protect me from a fall, except for, I suppose you could do it with water. What I'm going to do is, there's two things I could do. I could either, one, create wood platforms to make it easier to get up and down, which I think that's what I'll do, actually. But I can also would also create a kind of like a step form to go down, kind of like this. So just make it low enough where I can jump up. But anyways, so we'll do it with the wood platform. So create a bunch of these. Bam, bam. Okay, so I'll worry about placing some more of those later, but for now we'll hit straight down. That's a torch or two. Okay. Also, so you know, torches require wood and gel. Gel you get from killing slimes, as well as several other enemies, but slimes are the most common one to get them from when you first start the game. They tend to drop a few things of per, usually around 2 or 3, so, which is pretty useful, I suppose. Very convenient. I mean, of course, later on you can fight enemies like King Slime, get a huge, massive amount at once. Some get like 200, but the only other thing you ever really use gel for is sticky bombs, the flamethrower, or just pretty much anything that sticks, that you want to stick to a wall. Okay, so continuing downwards. For those who don't know, or are just learning about Terraria, the game's no longer being updated or in development. They finished it. You can buy it through Steam or Zura, your choice, if you choose to, or of course you can take the cheap way and go and torrent it, but I mean, your choice. But it's no longer in development. There's no more updates, so what you get now is what you have. Ty, the same person who's created Terraria, is currently working on a new game called Starbound. It's pretty much the same thing as Terraria, except it takes place in space, and with a lot more weapons and customization. He's hoping to, or planning on doing a summer alpha release, but we'll see how well that goes. It'll probably get postponed. Oh, here we go, more copper. Will be pretty useful. Just mine that real quick. Just give me a moment. And some iron. Sweet. Try and grab that. Use that, make an anvil so we can start getting some better equipment. Okay, now let's continue downwards. Oh, okay. Well, this may be potentially hazardous, so we're going to want to do this carefully. Ready, and fall. Ha! And that's a slime there, who's currently killing me. Looks like this is all I have time for today. See you during the next episode. If you have any criticism or feedback, it'd be great. Want to hear anything you have to say, throw it in the comments. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next episode.